Like go, that's all I know. And when I roll, I'm in control. Don't matter what they say. No.
Hey, welcome back. I am Isna. I am a manifestation coach here to help you with your manifestation desires. Whatever you want, you can create. I'm here to help you embody your desires. So if you're new here, go ahead and hit the like button or subscribe if you feel you want to, so you can see more content like this. If you are returning, welcome back. So today's video, I wanted to kind of get into this a little bit because somebody had reached out to me about circumstances, and I have kind of had an interesting journey figuring out about circumstances. So I really wanted to do kind of like an in-depth circumstances don't matter topic, because I didn't really grasp this in the beginning, and I think that a lot of people don't. So I really wanted to make sure this concept is really brought home. Okay, so what are circumstances? Why do people say circumstances don't matter? Why is that such a big thing in this community? Why does every single mentor, coach, why does law of attraction say it? Why does law of assumption say it? Why does everybody say circumstances don't matter? Why is that a thing, right? Okay. Here is what you need to know about why circumstances don't matter, why it's so important, why people keep saying it. Okay. So first, let's go into what are circumstances? What makes a circumstance? Okay. So anything that you create a belief about that is preventing you from getting what you want in any way, shape, or form is a circumstance. Now, I need to be clear about this because I know a lot of people ask questions. You go into a live stream or a podcast or whatever, and people are answering questions for you during a live stream. You're going to see tons and tons of people asking questions about this very topic. Okay, so I'm going to give some examples of what it is that circumstances are. Okay, now all of you may not agree with this, but I need to be clear that until you become aware of this being a circumstance, this situation is going to exist. Okay, so awareness is what makes it so that circumstances don't matter. That's just the bottom line. That's where it's at, right? So if our thoughts create and circumstances don't matter, then being aware of the said circumstance that we are creating is making it so that that's what the situation is. That's why it's there, right? So as soon as you become aware of it, you can move on. Okay, so what are some circumstances, right? Okay, your person and you are in no contact. You don't have contact with this person. It's a constant thing. Oh my God, they won't talk to me. They've blocked me. I have no contact with them. That's a circumstance. Okay, and it's a pretty common one, just so you know. My person actively is on social media and they check out other women or check out other men, and I don't like it, but I can't stop myself from looking at it, and it's making it so I feel like there's a third party involved. That's a circumstance. Okay. My person has priorities that make it so that I'm not important. It's a circumstance. Okay. How do I get this person who lives so far away from me to move closer to me so that we can be together? It's a circumstance. How do I make this person care about me, love me, desire me like they used to? It's a circumstance. What about, if this person says they never want to talk to me again, they hate me, they can't stand me, they want nothing to do with me? It's just a circumstance. This person and I have a baby together, but they want a divorce and they won't change their mind on it. Circumstance. So I know whatever it is that you're going through feels real. I've been there, I know. I can tell you with absolute certainty that catching yourself, becoming aware of it, is what is going to change it. It is. So you have to actively be living in the version of you that has it. Stop anything else other than creating, thinking, believing, living in the version of you that has it. Stop it. Stop asking questions about your circumstances. Stop thinking about them. Stop recreating them. Stop the inner arguments with your person about the circumstances. Stop arguing about the argument you had with your person 5 days ago. That's all circumstances. Stop it. Stop making it so that the circumstances exist. You are actively creating those circumstances. You are saying, this is real. This is happening. This is now. Your now is created in your mind. No one else can create your now. So this now is created and gets pushed out of you. Okay? So if you create a now that you don't like, then knock it off. Stop making it so that whatever circumstances it is, right? You are focusing on more than you are focusing on what you want. That ultimately is what is happening, right? So if you and your person are in no contact and you don't want that, right? You're like, oh my God, they won't contact me. What do I do? Well, you need to start actively having inner conversations with yourself. Play conversations in your head. Imagine text messages coming up on your phone, right? Hear their voice in your head. Hear them saying, oh my God, I can't stop thinking about you. You've been on my mind all day. I really hope you're having an amazing day. Hey, can I see you later? Do you want to go out to dinner tonight? All that kind of stuff, right? Because that's what the version of you would have. So you need to focus on that version. That's it. That's all. There is no other circumstance. Circumstances don't exist unless you allow them to. Period. So stop allowing them to exist. Stop it. If somebody is saying to you, I don't love you, I don't want to be with you, I'm never going to have feelings for you. Okay. You don't need to argue. You don't need to change their mind. You don't need to control that person. What you need to do is control this. Because that thought that they just said, that came out of their mouth, came from here first. It was a doubt. It was a fear. It was a worry. It was something that you created into being. Right? So instead of having those thoughts, if they say to you, I don't want to talk to you, I don't want anything to do with you, leave me alone. Oh, no. That's when those conversations flip over and you say, wait a minute, no. This person loves talking to me. I'm their favorite person. They love the way that I treat them. They love that I care so much about them. They care so much about me. They want to hear from me every day. I am their favorite person. I am constantly their main priority. My happiness means the world to them. Right? So how do we keep doing this whole circumstances don't matter? How do we make it so that circumstances don't matter consistently, right? Because that's the key. Over time, can you flip it? Can you make it so that it is consistent and that you're not focusing on it, not like just not pretending they don't exist, but that it's a consistent thing and you actually can believe it, right? How does that happen? Well, that happens because if you actually are working on yourself, then you know who you are. You know you have nothing to fear. You're powerful. You're limitless. You're an incredible manifesting monster. You can have anything you want, right? You're a beast. You're a badass. You're a goddess. You're a queen. People cater to you, right? So I, like many other people, am a huge proponent of self-concept. I'm not going to tell you how to do it, how you choose to do it. I will tell you how I choose to do it, which is using the Dylan James subliminal nightly tapes. I have done it now for a month and I feel amazing. And I can tell you from personal experience now, when a circumstance pops up, I don't even let it bother me. I'm like, whatever. It's not even real. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. Whatever. What I want is what's going to happen, and that's the end of it. I don't even need to give it any focus. It's good. So that is ultimately the mindset you need to be in, because when you're there, what's going to happen is you're going to stop battling yourself so much. You're going to stop having so many negative thoughts and letting the circumstances sell you on what's real. That's why self-concept is so important, right? Why? Why is it that we all are huge proponents of this? It's because if your self-concept is not in place, you get sold on what to believe instead of doing the selling. So think about that for a second. When you walk into a store, do you buy something you don't like? Are you buying, or are you selling? Because I can walk into a store and negotiate a good price for anything that I want, right? Because that's what being a powerful manifestor is. That's what this is, right? So when you're catered to, whenever you recognize your power, you're not going to come at it from a position of, oh, but what if they don't want me, or what if they don't talk to me again, or what if this happens, or what if that happens? No, we don't live in that world. No what ifs. I know what's gonna fucking happen. I determine it. I said so. That's the end of it. And that's what self-concept does for you. That's why it's so important. So do you have to do it? No. I'm not here to tell you that you have to. I'm not even here to tell you that it's, the end all be all of existence. It's not. If that's not the way you want to manifest, don't do it. I am going to tell you though, it makes it though so that you recognize who is in control. Not just temporarily, but all the time. It's like you constantly have this inner knowing in the back of your head that just like kind of sits there and hangs out like, no, we're good. You just get this confidence. You just are self-assured, and nobody can change it. Nobody can make it so that it goes away. Nobody can deter you. Nobody can set you on a different path. You're just like, no, I'm good. Cute story though. I'm good. Right? So then whenever you see circumstances and things happen, you're not sold on them. And you don't care so much, right? So what is it that makes it so that circumstances matter so much? Why is it that we fall victim to this constantly, over and over and over again, and people always have to say this to us? It's because you are actively falling victim to something because you do not know who you are. You don't know. And instead of going in here to find it, you're looking out there to find it. The answers you seek, the validation you seek, the worthiness, the value that you seek, all those answers that you think somebody else can give you, they don't have them. You do. So stop giving somebody the power that you have. Stop it. Stop making it so that any circumstance, any decision, any answer, any belief, any assumption, anything is outside of you. Recognize your power. Recognize you are the answer. Right here, you. What answer do you want? For whatever circumstance is happening, what answer do you want? If I could say to you anything to make it better, what would you want? Your person's not contacting you. They have you blocked. You're desperate to talk to them. It's on your mind day and night. You can't stop thinking about them. You're obsessive. Okay. Now stop for a second and think to yourself, if I could really change that, if I'm ultimate limitless power, what would I want right now? What would be happening right now? Those are the thoughts you should be thinking. That's what you need to focus on. That's the person that has the answer, that knows it, that will believe it. So do not let the circumstances make you forget who you are. That's what they're going to try and do. It's like It's like a test. It's like it's like one of those funny mirrors. You know what I'm talking about? Like whenever you go to a fun house at a circus, right, or something, and like you walking through the fun house and you're like seeing things and they're a little bit off, and you're like, oh my god, is that really me? Like you're looking in those mirrors and they're all like weird mirrors, and it's messing things up, right? And it's messing with your head. That's what circumstances do. They mess with your head. They're just trying to see if you really know who you are. So the stronger your self-concept is, the more you can answer back, fuck yes, I know who I am. Fuck yes, I'm in control. Fuck yes, this is my fucking show. I run this shit. That's the end of it. So, once you get to that stage, you'll understand there are no circumstances that matter. Period. They don't exist. They do not exist. I know they feel real. I know in the moment they hurt. I know I've had some circumstances in the past that felt very real. But does that make it so that they were real? No, I was creating all of them. I was living in that state. That is why they created. But here's the funny part. Here's what you need to remember, right? Any circumstance that you create, good, bad, or otherwise, if you can create it, that means you can create the opposite, you can create better, you can create completely different. You can create whatever you want. So if you don't like it, then create a new one. Create a different one. Create one you like. And no, it doesn't have to take months, years, weeks, whatever. It can take hours, days. All it's waiting on is you. So people ask, well, how long does it take? I don't know. You tell me. How long does it take? Do you want to start believing now? Or are you going to still live in the old story, still live in the old circumstances now? Or are you going to move forward and recognize that you're limitless and that you fucking run this show? Because as soon as you do, that red carpet rolls out. So start believing now. It's waiting on you. I hope you enjoyed this. I am so thankful that you are here. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.
Green light go, that's all I know. And when I roll